All right, guys, welcome into today's video. So first, let's say, wow, look at today's green. Thank you to Ali from Trading Secrets for posting the heat map here. And wow, green is all over the place. Everywhere you look, there's pretty much green. So that's fantastic. Now, let's go take a look here real quick because I did want to touch base on this, guys. Looking at the VIX here, our buddy Michael Kramer puts these charts up, and I think he posted this earlier today. And this is a chart of the VIX today versus the VIX of 2008. Now, you can see here the white is the current VIX today. Now, as you see here, it's very similar to the current VIX, which means we could be back and forth here a little bit, and we're going to hit a dip here. So there's going to be a dip coming soon, probably here in the VIX, if it follows this chart, and we're going to have a huge spike here very soon. This spike started from the bottom here of December and continued up through January. So I may be looking to add a little bit of the VIX, either the UXVY and the CBOE, and play this for a month and see if we get a huge run up. Now, it's going to take a shock and awe event for this to happen, so we'll have to wait and see if that does happen. But let's go take a look here at metamaterials today. Looking good. Before we get into that, though, look at the futures. S&P futures is down 19 points. The Dow futures down 146 points. The NASDAQ futures are down 59 points. And the Russell is down about 13 points. Now, keep in mind, we've been on a beast run here these last couple of days. So it's just a little bit of a pullback. Maybe tomorrow would be pretty healthy. And we don't want to lose all our gains, but just a couple percentage points would be okay. And you just got to keep it healthy so we get that rocket up. So let's hope that's what happens. So during the regular trading hours, we were up 5.88%. After hours, we were up a little less than 1%. Average volume was 4.1 million, and we traded 2.1 million. So I found that very interesting that we was up over 6.5% today on arguably low volume. Pretty half the volume what we usually get. So I found that interesting, and we'll get into the Fintel the short numbers here later in this video. All right, MMTLP, what'd that look like today? Up 4.77% at $1.59. Average volume is 287,000 shares. We traded 203,000. Take a look here at the oil prices. They have went up. WTI crude at $86.04. Brent crude at $91.31. And natural gas is $6.79. Let's go take a look here at the MMAT on the Fintel. Days to cover is at 9.39 days. And if we get down here and look, there's currently 1.3 million shares available to short. So there's a good bit there if they want to use those. The short bar fee did go down, so we had some shorts covered. It's down to 9.2%. And the Finner short volume ratio was 47.75. I just found that very strange. And the aggregate short volume ratio is a 50. Considering we had a very green day, but we still had pretty high short volume ratios. So I'm not sure, but I guess we had more buying than what there was selling. So we'll take that. Absolutely. But I think something's fishy there that we had a pretty high short volume ratio. All right. So back onto this here. Got to go over the Twitter info today. All right. So George Palakaris shared this today. DEF SEC setup completed today. Many thanks to our metamaterials team. Excited to meet partners, customers, and investors like Tom. In the next couple of days, meet us at booth 308. Now, we're going to click on this picture here. Does this gentleman look a little familiar? Of course, we know Mr. George. We're not talking about George, but the gentleman beside him, Tom. Does that sound familiar, guys? One of, well, probably the biggest shareholder of MMAT Metamaterials, Thomas Welch. That's right. He's out there with George at this event. So that's exciting to see Thomas Welch out at the event. That's really exciting. So he is, like I said, a serious investor that he's out there with George at this event to seeing what his investment's doing, I guess, out there in the public. So very exciting to see that. All right. And down here was the original post. ACADA Atlantic here posted. George Palakaris here from Metamaterials taking their nano optic technologies. Catch them at booth B308. And here you can see the picture of George at the booth here at the Halifax Convention Center. and the age of invisible nanomaterials. So George out there spreading the good word on Meta. So like I said, awesome. George is out there spreading the word, exactly what we need. Like I said, guys, we got it here on the channel. And George, we trust. Like I said, I trust George is going to be doing what's best. Also wanted to touch base. One of the stocks we talk about in this channel, ticker symbol PSNY Polestar. The CEO here, Thomas, came out today. They're going to be 1 week until they launch the Polestar 3, and they have thousands of Polestar 2s making their way to customers. This is a watch if you are an investor of EV. If you like Tesla, you will love PSNY Polestar. So definitely check that out. Smokey here shared that as well, and I think that was it of that. Okay. Also wanted to touch base. We just talked about this stock yesterday, and it went on a beast run today. That's right. Ticker symbol CCL Carnival Cruise Lines was up over 13.28% today. Check out this volume, guys. Average volume is 57 million, and we traded over 116 million today. Wow. So Carnival had a huge volume day there today. Pretty much everything in the portfolio was green. Like I said, most of the stocks were anywhere from 5 to 15% on average, and it was nice to see that CCL was a part of that because I was buying them down in the 6s. So very exciting. Now I did buy some in the 8s. So I'm still a little under, I think, on my average price. I'm like in the low 8s average, but hey, like I said, keep this in mind. The Saudi Arabia Public Fund bought, I think it was like a 20% stake or 20-30% stake in Carnival Cruise Lines at $8 a share. So you're still able to buy this under what the Saudi Arabia Public Fund did back during when Rona happened. So to keep them afloat. So very interesting there. There's also a lot of reports out that cruising demand is up, and we're going to have to see how that plays out in the next couple of quarters of earnings. But like I said, if it stays around here, it just gives me more time to add to my position. And I believe that is what I got for you in today's video. Just wanted to come out here with a quick update and keep you guys up to date. Just checking through my Twitter to make sure I don't miss anything here. Because I did put some likes on some stuff. Just make sure I didn't miss any metamaterial stuff here. Our buddy Tony here has a tweet out, so go check this out. Talking about how oil here, winter is coming to Europe. Oil is at 86.45, 52-week highs, 125. Where do you think oil will be soon? Tony has this screenshot here as well. I think oil is going to go back up. Just my personal opinion. There's a lot of articles out there about that, where oil will go up, and I think it will. I think somewhere around $100 is probably where it'll be. If it goes higher than that, so be it. It never did hit my $150 projection over the summer. I think it did hit around that 120, 130 range, but I think around $100, a little over $100 is pretty fair. I think where we'll see it at. But who knows? Something crazy can happen. It could spike even higher. You hate to get excited for high oil and gas, but in a sense, that's good for our, potential dividend / spin out. So hope you all enjoyed today's video. If you did, smash thumbs up, leave me a comment down below. I'll catch you on the next video, guys. Peace.